Hello and welcome to the November edition of What's Up Stratford. Joining me and starting the show is Aaron Martin, the General Manager of the Stratford and District Chamber of Commerce. Aaron, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Peter.
You're the new General Manager of the Chamber. Tell us what motivated you to take this role.
Yeah, so I come from a background in agriculture. I live just south of Stephenville, and this opportunity came up, and I saw it as a great way to serve our local community and to bring my background in agriculture forward into this role, as I think that's something that's quite evident in this region. We have an amazing cultural industry, we have an amazing manufacturing industry, we have an amazing agricultural industry, and I'd love to see more of those woven together. And so I think that's where some of my specialties can kind of come in and help that. So.
In your
Um,
previous role in London, what was it for specific to business?
yeah, so I used to work for the Western Fair District, and then there was the Grove Project, which I looked over. And it was around an $18 million project. It was an agri-food incubator and accelerator, food processors. So put that in plain English, the incubator portion was, think of like an Airbnb of commercial kitchen spaces where you'd have a person that had their grandmother's sauce and everyone goes, I want to buy that. It's a fantastic product, but they don't have the financial or regulatory literacy to get to that next stage. And when they come up to either of those, they go, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what to do. And we've lost that entrepreneur because of that. So we would show them the different organizations that are out there to help them scale them up, get them the information they need, build that revenue track record till they get to that point where they have the confidence and the backing that they can go to the next step, whether that be going out and getting their own bricks and mortar place, or there's the accelerator portion, which is kind of like a factory section where you'd have a dedicated space and you could build up to get the certain certifications you needed, get in a place like Loblaws, or if you wanted to go across provincial borders or down in the United States or anything along those lines. We also worked with tech companies, but basically just helping enable these businesses to get on their feet, know that the resources are out there and kind of build them up. So kind of segued nice into this current role as well.
Perfect. Well, let's segue into the next question about the initiatives you've got going on at the Chamber.
Absolutely. So yeah, we have a lot of different things going on. We obviously have our traditional business after fives, which I think most people that know about the chamber know about those. A great kind of network and go into other businesses, see what they're doing, everything along those lines. Um, we also are connecting this month with the Stratford Fighting Irish. So they have a charity game going on. So love to see everyone out there and doing everything along those lines. Things that I'd like to build up in the future. There's a lot of grant money out there from both federal and provincial governments. Those are our tax dollars, and I'd love to see them stay within our community. So I'm really working on hopefully getting in touch with a couple different grant writers so that certain businesses that might not have the time or the know-how can access those funds through them or through the chamber itself. So that's one project that I'm looking to hopefully execute in the coming months.
Now, this is one of the, I would say, the longest running chambers in the province. What are you doing to, if you will, attract new members, and what do they look like?
Yeah, so I'm relatively young for those of you that can see me. Um, so I think having that fresh blood and new eyes can kind of open up things and kind of make it so that people don't have the traditional vibe that some chambers can have, where it's a stuffy old club. I don't think it's that way at all. We are quite vibrant here, especially when you look at our industries and everything along those ways. Um, for encouraging people to join the membership. Something that I also want to work with is places like Invest Stratford, a lot of these different nonprofits, the business center here as well, and working with the summer program so that when we have these new companies coming in, they can see that there's a business network here and understand the value of that and how we can build them up and go to that next stage with them.
So, if people are interested in joining the chamber, what would you do to encourage them to do that?
Yeah, so literally come in, talk with me. I love talking. I love talking business. I love giving information that'll help other people. Even if people aren't a full member, I still want to talk with them. I want to engage with them. I want to see their business succeed because ultimately, the more businesses that succeed here, the better it is for our community. So I really think that's important, and I think that's a really, really great way to serve my local community.
That's awesome. Aaron, warm welcome to Stratford. I know you're already running at the chamber. Thanks very much for what you're doing to the business community.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Coming up next, we're going to talk to the conductor of the Stratford Symphony Orchestra.